To do a quick video talking about how to get Android Auto into this particular vehicle, which is a Zafira C, the Zafira Tourer, and also, I guess, sort of a product review for this Android Auto head unit. So I bought this car. It said it came with Android Auto in the infotainment system, but it didn't. So then I went to a stereo shop to see if they could find me an aftermarket head unit to install in the car. And they said one didn't exist, which is probably because slightly newer versions of this car come with Android Auto built in, but this one doesn't. So then I went to Vauxhall and asked them to if a software update would fix it, and they said it definitely wouldn't. So I'm like, right, I'm going to have a additional screen in the car, which is something that I was not that keen on for a couple of reasons. Because I don't want to leave something that's going to attract people to break into the car to steal something they think they're going to get 20 quid for, even though it's quite a cheap item. So I had a look around and I looked at my options. I've had a play with Android Auto head units before, and from what I've seen, they all basically do the same thing. All these sort of Chinese units, they all basically have the same software on, so really the things that you're going to look out for are the specific features, like some of them have a dash cam built in and what have you, and the size that you're going to want. So I didn't want anything that was going to obscure my view from the driver's seat, which this definitely doesn't, and I wanted it to be no mucking around. I just want to turn my car on and it starts working. So I've got this wired in at the moment, and I'm going to turn my car on a little bit. So there you go, car's on, and the boom. So this is connected into the USB socket, which is very neatly tucked away down here in the Zafira. So I can close that drawer with it there. It wakes up, and then it puts on awful Radio 2. I'll turn the volume down to get rid of it. Turn that off. And then after a moment, well, I'm using the video on my camera, so I'm not 100% sure what's going to happen, but the Android Auto will start mirroring the apps off of my phone that it can use, like Maps and Spotify and what have you. In terms of getting the sound to come out of the car's speakers, now that Bluetooth is here, we'll hit the Bluetooth connect button. There you go. Oh wow, look, you can even see where I am if you want to try and come and find me and kill me or something. And if I turn the volume up now, straight away it's going to start playing, or I presume it's going to start playing Spotify, but I am using the video on the same phone at the moment. So you see, that was straightforward. It does all the stuff. Hey Google, navigate to the Tower of London, all of that kind of thing. I'm using the camera on my phone, so I think lots of stuff won't work as you'd normally expect. The Bluetooth is from my phone to this still, so all of that works just as it would. The car doesn't even know that the head unit's there. It's just that my phone's connected to both of them. So it's all very straightforward and very simple to use. My biggest problem was I want to be able to put this in the glove compartment and not leave it on the dashboard when I'm somewhere slightly iffy. This isn't iffy, but this car park, I don't know who's walking through here, so I might want to move that just because it looks like a bit of a invitation for people to come and break into the car. The mount that this comes with, it's bolted onto, so it would stick to your dashboard, and then you'd have to take this great big long screw out if you wanted to remove it and put it somewhere else. So I got a little bit creative with a brand of magnet mount that I've used in the past. So this is just magneted onto here. It goes on and off really easily. So to do that, that's the brand of the magnet mount. I'll probably list all of these things somewhere. So you simply stick, so I had to take a bunch of little screws out and then stick this metal plate onto the back of my head unit, and now it sticks on there and it rips off perfectly well. If you really want to, if you happen to have lots of spare phones, you can just pop a phone there instead. So this now looks like I've just got a phone mount here, not something that's left in the car. So hopefully that is not going to be an invitation for people to come and break in. There we go, look at that. Oh, but I did find the sticky pad, the sticky backing on the metal plate that comes with that magnet mount wasn't quite strong enough. So it fell off whilst I was driving the car. So I used my favourite go-to sticky dots. These things are like transparent gel. You can stick things down with them, they're really strong, and generally speaking you can rip it off again and it doesn't destroy the stuff that's underneath it. The magnet mount is held down with 2 of them, the metal plate is held on with like 5 of them. I went crazy because why not? And yeah, this all seems to work really well. I'll list what that's called and what the magnet mount's called and what the sticky pads are called somewhere, wherever I happen to post this.